me today is Ryan Brown. He's an advocate and educator on breast health. Ryan is here to talk about his motivation for raising awareness for breast health issues and some misconceptions. Welcome, Ryan.
Well, hey, thanks for inviting me here.
Yes, and Jenine, Vice, and Alisha.
Yes.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
So, Ryan, I'd like to start with you. What was your inspiration behind getting involved in breast health?
It kind of found me. I was looking for a light that could go through muscle. So I've been doing massage now for about 30 years. And I couldn't find a light that would go through muscle to prove that I was doing something different. My concept was, when you put like a flashlight behind your thumb, you can kind of see through it. I was like, oh, maybe if I can put like a light behind your bicep, massage your bicep, and then after we do like another light test, and my theoretically was thinking that the light would come through more, but all the manufacturers around the world couldn't produce a light that would go through muscle, so they said we can go through breast. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll try that, and then so here we are. Yeah, pretty much. I never had the intentions of working on breasts. It just kind of found me.
It found you. Was there a pivotal moment, though, that you thought, I want to help, with breast cancer and, raising breast health awareness?
Yeah, like I see that the cancer rates are getting worse, and so when I saw that I was getting like a different imaging, I thought right away that maybe I can use this practice in mammograms. So we actually had a chance to produce some results with a mammogram too. So now we're working with doctors and producing the next phase of our clinical trial right now.
That's wonderful. And what are some misconceptions?
I think the biggest misconception is that that massaging your breasts can give you or spread breast cancer if you already have it. So I think a lot of women don't massage their breasts because they think if they have it, they don't want to massage their breasts because they might spread it and make it worse. But that is 100% false. You cannot spread breast cancer by massaging your breasts.
And so with this in mind, for testimonial, you have Jenine here, who you've been working with over 7 years. Is that correct?
7 years, yeah.
Yeah, honestly. It's been amazing. I have loved every single second of it. He is one of the best. I haven't met someone that could do what he does. It's very uplifting. It's very empowering. Honestly, I feel like my breasts aren't even there half the time because of how circulated and how, I guess, happy they are.
Yeah, all right, cool. So, yeah, I've been working with Jenine for 7 years now, and over the last 7 years, her bust went up just about 6 inches in total altogether, a couple cup sizes. So it does take time, and the work that I do is not permanent. You have to keep coming back. If you're coming to me for breast size differences, but I try to keep people in check when I do talk to people for the first time when they come for a session. My intentions were never to how can I make breasts bigger. That's never what I never thought like how can I make boobs bigger. Never crossed my mind. It's just like the light test and the muscle, and then now I'm working with breasts, and then it's like a side effect, I call it. It doesn't work for everybody either. Not everybody gets like larger sizes. It's not. It does. Usually everybody gets like a little bit of size differences, but it's like
Fuller size.
1 in 10 will get like really, really noticeable size differences. It's not exact, but it's about 1 in 10 that you can really see a significant difference. But for me, I just tell my clients the light test and seeing that light coming through the breast tissue more in our light test, that's all I care about. And then once the light is fully like illuminated in your breast, just like a salt lamp, that's about as much side effects as you're going to get anyway, because that means your breast is fully circulating, and there's no more room for side effects, no more room for size differences. So I just tell my clients, once they get to my goal, you can get to your goal if you're coming to me for size.
Yes, and Vice,
Yeah.
some feedback.
So I actually came because she won an actual treatment plan with Ryan. And then I was researching and looking up more about it because I do energy work myself as well. So when I was looking it up and looking on his website that he was looking for people for the trial to actually figure out for his actual case study. And that sounded interesting to me because I actually have breast cancer that runs in my family. So I was like, okay, well, this could be like a good way to be able to detect the cancer if there is any beforehand, or to see how healthy I am and stuff. And going through the process, when we first did the light test before the actual treatment, there was little darker spots, and I had tender spots on the spots. And then afterwards, he did the light test again, which actually came out clearer, like in actual photos. And in what I've seen so far, even on his websites, he has it where they do the light test and where the breast tissue is literally almost dark, like you can't see anything. So I was really curious about this. And then the light test afterwards, only 15 minutes into getting the treatment, it's like it lights up. Like all of a sudden, it just clears up that.
David Suzuki that said you can tell a lot by an environment, by the women's breast tissues in the communities. You can tell a lot how toxic the actual environment is where the women's living by their breast tissues. I think it was David Suzuki. Hey, Dave. I don't know.
So, Alisha, can you share your feedback?
Sure, yeah. Like Vice said, we started working together because I had won a giveaway and I didn't exactly know what I was walking into, but then as soon as I started to learn about what Ryan does, I was like, oh, this is very, very interesting. And actually after the first session that we did, I saw some like crazy differences. I was in a bit of a dark place when I came into that first session that we had, and I actually ended up leaving not only like feeling a lot lighter, mentally, emotionally. Well, actually, when I left, I was very emotional, so I think it was leaving my body. But then after, I just walked around feeling lighter. And then when I would come in again, we would do another session, and I left feeling lighter again. And I was like, this is crazy. So again, the breast different size also was a big change. I think it was like 1.5 inches, 2 inches or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Altogether, I think you've done 5 sessions, but we only did 15, 20 minutes each time.
Yeah.
So you're altogether, you've done about 1.5 hours. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, usually you only get like 1 inch or 2 difference. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. So yeah, big changes happened for me. So really good feedback. I think what you're doing is amazing, and I think more people need to know about it.
And with the light in your breasts.
And the light as well. Yeah, just seeing how dark and uncirculated my breast tissue was compared to the last picture that you took was a big difference. So yeah, I'm very thankful.
Wonderful.
Thanks so much for your feedback, guys. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah. So, I guess in summary, between all of them, Janine's experienced significant size differences over 7 years, and the girls have experienced some size differences, a little bit of size differences, I should say, but it's only been a very short period of time. But they did see the light coming through in their light test more, and that's really all I'm here for. That's my whole intention, is just to create circulation and awareness. And I'm hoping that once our clinical trial is done, we're on the second phase now, that we can get my system into the medical system so women can get a clear image on the ultrasound or the mammogram. Because it's only about 12 to 15% of women in North America have to come back because their imaging wasn't very clear in the mammogram or the ultrasound. Wasn't, so they have to go back for another one, and they usually have to wait 3 to 6 months to go back. But yeah, so 15% of the women in North America doesn't sound like much, but it's about 5 million women per year have to go back for another test. And we're hoping that the majority of women will just get the service done in preparation, so they don't take the risk of having to come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it actually makes the breasts that much brighter. So I feel for myself, if I was to be going in and getting imaging done before the breast massages and stuff, it would have been a lot darker, is what he's describing there, 1,000%. Just by seeing the pictures myself. So getting the mammogram after you get the treatment would be huge to be able to see deeper in the tissues, and just even seeing it for myself just by taking a picture after.
Yeah.
and seeing it, I think it would make a huge difference.
Yeah, and it's not just detecting breast cancer. There's like over 50 different types of breast cancers, and there's different types of breast diseases. So it's like early detection. Even if there's like a little bit of percent chance that I can help someone detect something earlier, it's worth it. Even if it just helps one person for me, right?
Yeah, no, it's wonderful. You see the before and after.
Yeah.
And that's huge. So tell us more about your school, Ryan.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I've been running a school since 2017 for muscles mostly. So I still do that, and then I just evolved into my schools now for breasts too. But I've only certified 2 doctors so far. It's very hard to get in, and I'm very picky about who I bring on for that. I'm not just bringing on anybody. But yeah, so I have like the muscle side of school, and it's kind of like a prerequisite if you really want to go on to advance into the women's chest certifications. But yeah, so got that online now and getting more people interested in that. And yeah.
And it's like, it's like a process to everything, and it's getting rid of the taboo and raising breast health awareness, what you're doing. And it's the study that's important too. And then I understand you also have plans for a documentary as well.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I know.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I got a lot on the go. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully get that out. She's been a part of the documentary quite a bit. And yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we have a documentary finished, and we have like hundreds of other like little webisodes we filmed for social media, like over 500 little webisodes. We also put together like the best of the best and put it on like a documentary style, and that's ready to go. We're just kind of shopping around for like a medium, like say Netflix or I don't know, somebody that could maybe take it on. But I'm also just fine put it on it independently too, because it is my clients. I feel like I have to be kind of protective of their information, so I'm kind of hesitant to take on a contract with anybody too. But I'm open to it. But I'm also it's got to be very strict. So.
Yes, and I'm thinking like with family that has a history of breast cancer, it's even more important. It's important always, but just checking your family history and then doing what we can. The more information we know, the more we are aware to help. And that's correct. And here you are, the 3 of you, are giving your feedback and testimonials. So, one word. How do you feel right now going through this for each of you? Vice, what's one word that you feel about? Is it empowerment? Is it health? What is one thing that goes through your mind? One word.
Relief. And the reason why would be because of the fact of it gives you more awareness of what's actually happening in your body. You physically get to see it even in a picture right there, even before you have to go for mammogram. Because I'm supposed to be going for one in like the next couple of months as well. And so I'm like, this just makes it so much more at ease for myself. So I would say it definitely is a sign of relief.
Great, thank you.
I really like that one. Honestly, I've said this word so many times, but the word that just keeps coming to mind is like lighter. Just like going into the sessions feeling dark and heavy and then coming out lighter. So, yeah, that's all I can say.
Wonderful.
I would say mine would be enlightenment. It's kind of like how the lamp and how it needs to light up and everything. And like she was saying, like there's a lighter feeling. There's definitely a feeling of relief. I couldn't imagine having any sort of breast cancer in my family and like not being able to know prior to, like if you hadn't gotten the massages done, the tension and everything that you would have been building up would have been intense. So good on you, girl. But no, definitely enlightenment.
Yes, good.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the feedback.
What's your one word?
Come on. Just, helping others. I guess that's 2 words, sorry.
Helping.
Helping.
There you go.
I don't know, I just work here.
No, but is there an age where you should be getting these mammograms or knowing about breast health? Like, or is there a particular age?
Yeah, great question. I know in Canada, they usually don't recommend doing mammograms until after you're 50 is mandatory. But I think if I had it my way, I would say everybody should get tested ultrasound or mammogram at a very young age, as young as you can go, like say 19. And if you do have dense breasts, then you should definitely be put on some kind of program of some type at a younger age, because the density inside the breast tissues is what covers up the imaging and you can't see what's going on inside. So I think it's even more important that you have education and awareness. If you're diagnosed with dense breasts at a very young age, you should take it very seriously, because it's killing 1 in 8 women right now, just in Canada, right? It's pretty serious. It's like the second killer to women right now.
You're thinking like lifestyle changes too, your diet and also losing weight. So your breasts become more dense. And that's another thing, going for a mammogram. It's like, how do you...
Yeah,
so these are the...
Yeah, the density can't really change. It's genetic. It's genetic. You can't really change the density. If you are diagnosed with dense breasts, you can't change that.
Good.
You can just manage it and make it lighter. But yeah, it's something that I'm hoping to get more awareness out there. So I really appreciate you guys coming on board and backing me up, because if we need more women to be okay with just massaging their boobs and checking out to see if there's anything wrong with it. It shouldn't be like demonized or, it shouldn't be tabooed or stigmatized at all. It's just, it's very important that women do self-care as much as possible. At least once a month I recommend. It's usually what doctors will recommend, like once a month, do a self-check in the shower. It only takes like 30 seconds. I think even just 30 seconds every day in the shower. Just put the soap on your breasts a little bit. Just even by putting the soap on your breasts a little bit longer, 30 seconds a day, I think would make a long, very good impact, or how do you say, a very good positive outcome. Because it's only 30 seconds, you think of it. But if that's like a month, that's like roughly 10 minutes a month. And these girls... Yeah, these girls are getting results in 15 minutes. So I'm trying to inspire women just to do 30 seconds a day. It adds up.
Ryan, what's next for you?
What's next?
Yes.
Oh,
continue.
I just I want to help people. That's in the biggest way possible. So I'm trying to get my study and my practice into the medical system, so then I can go and educate other doctors and nurses on the importance of doing massage as prevention. Also, to do prevention, to do the service in my practice right before an ultrasound or a mammogram. And that's like where I kind of like, I'm a pioneer of that. Like, I'm not a pioneer of breast massage. I'm not a pioneer of, putting a light under someone's breast even. That's all been done before. But I am the pioneer of taking a breast and then making it lighter, going from dark to light. And so that's all I care about, is the circulation.
Thank you. People want to get a hold of you. Where can they go? Reach out to you.
Yeah, they can reach out to the site. I got Cantera.com. That's KANNTERA.com. And yeah, that's basically...
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thanks for having us. Great. We'll have to do this again.
Of course.